Hey everyone, Master Ray here, and in today's lesson we're going to learn how to do 3 basic kicks for white belt level or beginner level. We're going to learn how to do a front kick, a side kick, and a crescent kick today. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, but before we get started, what I want to explain to you is the number system in kicking. Alright, so remember our self-defense stance? Remember this? It's kind of like our back stance in our stance lesson. Remember we just turn our feet here, so anytime we're practicing a kick, we're going to do it one of 2 ways. We're going to do it in our self-defense stance, or we're just going to do it in neutral stance with our feet side to side, kind of like ready position, but with our hands up. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's keep our hands up just like this. Now the first kick we're going to learn is called a front kick. And the really simple way to think about a front kick is just to make sure before you kick, show the bottom of your foot. Real simple, just like you're going to show me the bottom of your shoe. Keep your hands up, just lift your leg and show me the bottom of your foot. Ready? Let's do it again. Show me, put it down. Ready? And show me, put it down. Try the other leg. Show me, put it down. Remember, the knee comes up above your waist. Ready? Pick it up and down. Let's do one more. Show me the bottom of the foot. Nice. Okay, so before we kick our target or in the air, we want to lift our leg and then we're going to kick out in a straight line. Okay, so we kick out in a straight line. Afterwards, we pull our leg back and we set it down. What we don't want to do is kick and then drop the leg. What happens, I call that kind of a sloppy kick, but what happens a lot of times is if you drop your leg, all your weight goes on this front leg. Somebody can kick it and knock it off balance. Somebody can grab your leg. So we want to kick and retract our leg back. That way we can throw a second kick if we need to. Okay, so always be fast with your retractions. So let's practice the front kick. Just face towards me. My hands are up. Now we're going to lift one of our legs. It doesn't matter which leg at this point. We're going to keep our hands still. Try to keep your head still too. Try not to lean left or right or backwards or forwards when you're kicking. Try to remain perfectly still. Here we go. Ready? So lift your leg. When I say 1, you're just going to kick out and pull it back in. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Nice. All right, we're going to do the other leg. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Nice job. Okay, guys, so that's the basics of a front kick. I want to slow it down and just teach you a little bit more about it. So when we're kicking, we want to use the ball of our foot. So if you guys have a chair or something to hold on to, go ahead and hold on to something really fast. What I want you to do is just go up on the balls of your feet. And if you don't have anything to hold on to, that's fine too. Just go up on the balls of your feet, not your tippy toes like a ballerina, but just on the balls of your feet, this part right here. Okay? So we're up on the balls of our feet, and I want you to just kind of kick the ground with the ball of your foot. Just get used to what that feels like. Because when you're making contact with the target, we want to lift our leg. We're going to hit with the ball of our foot. We're not going to hit with the whole foot. Okay, we're not going to hit flat-footed. We're going to push the ball of our foot out, and we're going to hit with the ball of our foot. Now, what do you think is going to happen if we hit with our toes? Is that going to feel good? Not really. So make sure you always pull the toes back. We're hitting with the ball of the foot and retracting and setting our leg down. Okay, so we're going to practice pushing the ball of our foot out. What I'd like for you to do is go ahead and have a seat on the ground. Okay. Now we're going to lean back. Put my hands behind me and lean back. Again, just pick a leg, it doesn't matter. So we're going to pick it up and we're going to practice pushing out and pushing the ball of that foot towards the screen. Here we go. Pull it in and kick out. Pull it in and kick out. Pull it in and kick out. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. Here we go. Ready? Pull it in, knee up high. Push it out, pull it back in, and push it out. Let's do one more. Pull it in and push out. Okay, now pull it back. And let's stretch our legs a little bit. Pull them in and stretch out. Let's do one leg out. Good. Let's do the other leg. Good. Okay, nice job. Let's go ahead and stand up. Now, so what we're going to do here is we're going to practice the front kick one more time. And I want to just show you, hands up, pick the leg up, and you're going to kick and retract. Here we go. I want you guys to do 5. I'm gonna watch it. Here we go. Ready? Hands up. And 1, 2. Keep those hands up, guys. 3. Good job. Keep that knee up super high. 4. Last one. And 5. Great job. Okay, so that's it for the front kick. We're gonna move on to the side kick now. So the side kick, what I want you to do, just like we did before, we hold on to something if you can. If not, that's okay too. What I'd like for you to do is to get up on your heels and walk around on your heels a little bit. See how much I'm pulling my toes back? When I'm doing a side kick, I'm lifting my leg, I'm hitting with my heel. I want to make sure that I hit only with my heel, not the flat part of my foot. I definitely don't want to hit with the ball of my foot, and even worse, I don't want to kick with my toes. That's going to hurt really bad. Okay, so let's face this way. Let's actually turn sideways for me. What I want you to do is get into your self-defense stance. So remember, our front leg is our number 1 leg, our back leg is our number 2 leg, and if we put 1 plus 2, it equals 3. Okay, and then we would end up kicking with our front leg. But we're not going to do any of that today. We're just going to use our front leg, our number 1 leg. So what I want you to do actually is turn around. You're going to look over your shoulder. My hands are going to be up always, right? Always want to protect ourselves. We're going to look over our shoulder and we're going to lift our knee. When we lift our knee, we're going to show the foot to our target. So if I'm facing away from you and I look over, I'm going to lift my leg up just like this so you can see it. So what I don't want to do is do this. I don't want my foot down. I want to have my foot this way. I want to have it horizontal or parallel to the ground. So my knee and heel are in a straight line with the floor. Okay? Now why do I have my back turned? Because this foot on the ground is going to point the opposite direction of where we're kicking. That's very important on a side kick. So if I'm standing here, I'm going to turn my foot to kick. But for practicing purposes and for learning, we're going to start with our back turned. Okay? But what I'll show you is after we're done kicking, we're going to end up in our sparring position, our fighting position, self-defense position right here. So my hands are up. I look over my shoulder. I'm going to lift my leg, show the bottom of your foot, and then very easy, don't do it too hard yet, is just kick out with your heel. Okay? So after I kick out with my heel, I pull my leg back and then I set it down. That's very important. Very, very important to retract the leg. Just like the front kick, you don't want anybody to grab your leg and you don't want to fall down on that leg because then your weight will be on this leg and that's not a good thing for sparring. So my hands are up. I look over my shoulder. I lift my leg. I kick out and I pull it back and I face that way again. Okay, so this time I won't kick anything. I'll just stand over here, look over my shoulder, kick, retract, and back. Okay, so let's do that a few times. I'm going to use this so you can kind of see how the side kick works. It is the most powerful. You're using the biggest muscle in your leg. It's called your quadricep in your hamstring. So when you're kicking, you're using the big muscle group here. You're also pushing off with this leg. So when I'm pushing with this leg, I'm getting a lot more power. But again, we don't want to focus on power. What do we want to work on? That's right. We want to work on our technique. Very good. So hands up, look over my shoulder. And when I say 1, you're going to kick and pull it back. Here we go. Ready? 1. Good job. Keep those hands up. Remember, don't drop them. And keep your posture up straight as best as you can. Look over your shoulder. Here we go. Ready? 2. Good job. Let's do another one. 3. Good. Okay, so you guys understand how the side kick works? Now let's do it from our sparring stance. Okay? So now when I lift my leg, watch what my foot on the ground has to do. Simultaneously, when I lift my leg, I have to turn my foot. See that? It's called a pivot. I have to pivot my foot. If I don't pivot my foot, I lose all my power. When I pivot my foot, I can pick my leg up and I can get a lot more power. So make sure your foot's pointing backwards when you're kicking. Okay, so watch this. When I lift my leg, I'm turning my hip and I'm driving my heel into my target. Okay, so let's practice that. Let's get into our sparring position. Hands up. When I say 1, lift your leg and pivot at the same time like this. but don't kick. I just want you to twist and pivot. Here we go. Ready? 1. Set it down. 2. Set it down. And 3. Okay, now we're going to add the kick to it. Here we go. Ready? So when I say go, twist and pivot, then kick. Here we go. Ready? 1. Woo, that was a good one. 2. 1 more. You can see the power difference. 3. All right, good job. Okay, so I want you guys to do a few for me while I watch you. Here we go. Keep those hands up, face me. When you lift, turn that foot on the ground. Here we go. Ready? 1. All right. Make sure you keep your posture up straight. 2. That was a good one. Keep those hands up. Last one. And 3. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, so that's how you do a side kick. We're going to do it probably, I don't know, a million more times between now and black belt. But I'm super excited to teach you guys. You're going to love it. And when you get to learn how to do different legs, like your back leg and a spinning kick and jumps and spins, it's super exciting, okay? So keep it up. The next lesson, we're going to teach you how to do a crescent kick. All right, guys, awesome. So you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. The next kick we're going to work on is called a crescent kick. Now, a crescent kick, we're going to use the side of our foot. I know it sounds strange, but we're going to use the side of our foot, if you guys can see this right here, to hit our target, okay? So this one, I'm going to keep my hands up. I want you to practice with me. Everybody raise your right hand. Touch your right leg. That's the one we're going to focus on using tonight, okay? So my hands are here, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring our leg around in a big circle, okay? It's called a crescent kick. Crescent means like this, but we do a full circle. It's called a crescent kick. I don't know why. Just always has been. So my hands are here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep my leg straight as possible. What I don't want to do is bend my knee. I'm going to try to work on keeping my leg perfectly straight up and around. And as I come up, it's going to make a great big circle. So what I want you to think about, again, is there is a chair here, and I want to lift my leg up and over that chair. That's called a crescent kick. Let's do a few of them together. Here we go. Ready? Keep your hands up. We're going to make a big circle in this direction. Here we go. Ready? 1. Good. 2. Let's do 1 more. 3. Okay, so if you can think about it, here's my opponent. What I want to do is I'm using the side of my foot to make contact, okay, to come up and maybe hit the side of the helmet. If I'm sparring, I wear all this gear, and I hit the side of the helmet. I can go to the body if I needed to. It's a great technique, especially when somebody drops their hand. So if we're sparring and this guy goes to punch, I could take my foot and come up this way, which is really nice, okay? So that is a crescent kick. What I want you guys to do is get something really small, maybe a small stool, a toy, a stuffed animal, a pillow, something like that, and just practice lifting your leg. But whatever you do, just try to go a little higher every time and really focus on making sure those knees stay straight, okay? And of course, what do we always do with our hands? Great, we always keep them up, and we want to keep them up eye level to where we can just see just over the hands, all right? So today we've learned front kick, side kick, and crescent kick. Those are the 3 basic kicks that you'll need to know at beginner level before you move on to intermediate level. At that point, you're going to learn how to do round kicks, hook kicks, and then you're going to start some basic spins like a spin crescent and spin side kick. So very exciting stuff, guys. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. I'll see you in the next video.